The magical girl anime is a genre ripe with innovations to the art of character development through the lending of fantastical dreaming. Sailor Moon elevated the idea of girls working through their issues while gaining strength and perspective. Madoka Magica rewrites the tropes of the old to tackle modern existential thought. And Revolutionary Girl Utena drives in some of the smartest commentary on identity and discovery of self I've ever seen in any medium. I'm not kidding when I say this might actually be way too clever for its own good, and thankfully, it probably came out at the right time with its themes all too relevant today. Utena Tenjo is a tomboyish student studying at an elite academy where some of her peers wear the same rose-patterned ring as her. The purpose of those rings is to decide who will be betrothed to the Rose Bride, a title that comes with a great power to shake the world. The Rose Bride in question is Anthe, a meek, elegant girl who has a few secrets of her own, and when Utena wins against Anthe's abusive lover, she becomes the Rose Bride's new fiancé. Able to draw out power from her new position, Utena steels herself with her noble pride to keep defending Anthe from those who may want her benefits. How will this odd turn of events play out for these two girls, and what's the true nature of Anthe's mysterious personality and actions? Just like any other rose, this delicate story has its sharp pathway amid the beauty it leads to. Revolutionary Girl Utena is one of those shows that you can immediately get sucked into. From the first episode, it gives you a unique start to Utena's backstory, a glimpse into her hectic but charmed life, and a high-stakes action scene that pays off into the show's premise, all while maintaining a consistent air of nobility. That atmosphere is carried throughout the show, and is felt with every character and dialogue piece. It's very stylized in that sense, as it maintains a very shoujo feel to it, but leans into the weight of the battle of power dynamics along the story's run. While it does start off as a developing relation between two people trying to navigate around school and social networking, with the occasional fight, it evolves into a greater political thriller as more of the mysteries start coming together. Tonally, it curves upward on a gradual pace because of the newer stakes introduced, all while Utena becomes an even bigger model of a princely character. And while the story and its aesthetic is wonderfully portrayed, seriously is honestly my second favorite part of the anime as a whole, I don't think that's why people mostly remember it. Though the greatest revolution this show brought was probably its gay representation. During the time when gay people portrayed in media were either stereotypes, caricatures, or the butt to some poorly aged jokes, Utena showed respect to the community simply by being. The greatest success Utena showed in helping out the cause was to show that it wasn't a gay story about gay characters. It's a coming-of-age story about young characters, kids who need to grow into responsibilities, experience social relationships, and romantic relationships. And again, they do this incredibly well with how they play with the atmosphere and character growth. It just so happens that the primary relationship is between two girls, and is explored in a very touching and very complex way, as two young women learning these things, and coming to terms with obligation versus actual love. Plus some sword fighting, which if more stories with LGBT themes had some of, then I think the world would be in a slightly better place, but I digress. I've also seen some people liken Utena to be trans, which I didn't see, but if that helps some people come to terms with some questions they may have about themselves, then hey, more power to them. Why? Because Utena's a fucking awesome role model. Utena's my favorite part of the show. She's strong, she's charismatic, she's an awesome fighter, but loves tranquility the most. But not to a point of being boring. She's so damn charming that it's hard to root against her because you know she's fighting for what she believes and for her own growth. She struggles in trying to understand her role as Andy's fiancé, whether if it's a formality or if there's something truly there, as she juggles her other relationships. And yet, it's not self-serving. You legit feel for her in trying to understand herself, and it's a good mirror in the mind of someone who wants to help the world but also maintains some conscience of identity. She's complex, she's refined, she's badass, she has a gripping story arc, and that's basically the show too. Revolutionary Girl Utena is an exploration into shoujo tropes, into untapped themes of youth, into the faithful likeness of a repressed community, told in a wonderfully drawn setting through atmosphere-heavy storylines and characters. It's personally my favorite magical girl show because it is that charming. Its drama is uniquely its own, its themes are important, its drawing meaning is arguably more so, and is an overall awesome heroine versus the world story. There's not much else to say because my recommendation has already been sealed.